talking much. You're starting to make sense.
Then maybe you've had too much Arthur Bland.
Well, I haven't. There's not a tooth in my head that fears ale. You catguts, you shin bones, you onion eaters.
He's a prince, isn't he?
Thanks to you, madam, I'm the king of cows.
Let's have a wave it, Ellen. I'll play you a tune.
Father warned me about you traveling minstrels.
Well, I won't be traveling once we're married.
Alan, why can't you get a real job, like a miller or a tanner?
Ellen, why, just a moment ago, a fellow was telling me that pretty soon minstrels will be worth a fortune around here.
Fellow? What fellow?
Good little fellow. Right there. Calls himself Lord Droop.
Alan, that's Much the miller. He means well, but, well, he's given to,
Great imagination?
yes.
Well, that's what you need, Ellen. Imagination. It's what gets you places. For instance now, the barons are all raising their rent, right? And that gives them more money for entertainment, right? And who do they pay for entertainment? Minstrels.
And who pays that rent in the first place?
Well, that's all right. With the extra work, we'll be able to pay the increased rent.
Catherine, love, fetch me some more bread, will ya?
Come on, Edom. I'm entertaining the customers.
I'll do that, and you pump the ale.
No, I wouldn't like that nearly as much, I think.
3 ales, keep.
You know what? I'm thirsty. Make it 4. 5, 6, 7, 8.
So, I can see. You won fair and square.
What did I win?
I don't know.
This one's got a loose bowstring.
Sir, I am not an archer, and I never profess to be. I am Much the miller.
Funny. You don't look like much to me.
Oh, sir. I'm very disappointed. Think you be the first to make jest on my good name? Why, every bumpkin in Lincoln has done that. You are evidently a simple man, but I am not. I am Much the miller!
You have put me in my place, fair lady.
Tell me, how long has he been in the woods?
Too long. Could you point the way back?
Get away from me, you poor mad fellow. Why, my horse makes more sense. Cry you mercy. It is my horse. I left you tied up.
Calling me a horse, you!
Call you me again? Where does he get that?
Here now! No horseplay in here!
Ugh!
Don't hurt him, little John. He has to serve the drinks.
All right, everyone. More music, Alan Adele. Prepare to receive the Lord High Sheriff of Nottingham.
Pray tell, which of you loathsome rabble is Edom, the innkeeper?
I'm Edom.
I hereby arrest you for the non-payment of back taxes.
We try to keep up. You keep raising them.
It's all right, love. We'll settle this.
No, I'll settle this. You're to be made an example of. Your inn is to be confiscated in the name of the crown and all proceeds collected thereof. And your punishment for evasion is death. Take him away.
No! Leave her alone!
My lord!
Arrest them all! Arrest everyone!
What about this one, my lord?
Take her back to the castle for questioning.
I've done nothing! I've done nothing!
Fetch up everything. Come along, I want every possession. Find me that landlord's coffer. I have a quota to meet.
And I thought they had it back. Mansfield.
Aye, Sheriff of Nottingham. What do you say, Robin? Back to Locksley?
Who's that? Who's out there?
Victims of a harsh injustice and cruel tyranny.
What?
The rabble! The rabble!
Oh,
Greetings. Find yourself some ground. It's the only thing that isn't taxed these days.
I heard the sheriff's working on it.
Ellen! Ellen!
Quiet out there, boy. Unless you want the foresters over for tea.
Who's that? Have you seen Ellen anywhere? Ellen Dearwolf?
Sorry, boy.
I haven't seen her.
Well, I've got to find her. Help me, won't you?
Glad. You keep searching right now. The only thing you'll find is royal foresters. Just hope she's the sense to hide for the time being.
Oh, that's not what I expect from men of England. To lie down when there's work to be done.
Stop talking or I'll take out your jawbone.
If you do that, he'll never talk.
Well, what are we supposed to do?
Well, what is. So dry your tears, me hearties.
Tears? There's no tears left in all of England.
So where does that leave us? We can't cry. We can't run. We must have nothing left to lose. This, my lads and lasses, smells like the bottom of the barrel to me. In which case, we can only go up.
Oh, we will. Just like Edom the innkeeper. You went up just now. We'll join him soon enough.
No, we won't. Not before our time. Not if we stop the sheriff and his men.
Are you mad?
Oppose the sheriff? That's what Edom did.
Aye, one man. But we're not one. We're many. And if we keep gathering more, and stand together, work together, not a power in all of England can stop us.
Foolish Robin. By far, the most foolhardy idea I have ever heard. When do we start?
I see. And that's just the kind of talk I'm talking about.
That's all it is so far, though. Talk. Are you willing to back that talk up with force?
Aye. Although, this time not with a quarterstaff.
I'm in.
Count me in, mate. What do we gotta lose?
Up anchor, and let's set sail.
Well, if y'all are gonna do it.
Hey! That's the spirit. What's your name, squire?
Arthur O'Glan. I'm the tanner. Good.
We'll get you the sheriff's hide. You?
Meg Skateflat.
Ellendale.
I'm much, we know. We know.
Will Scarlet? Little John?
That's
Little John.
My name is Robin Hood.
Well, Robin Hood, you seem to be making the decisions. Where do we hold up?
He's right. The foresters will snatch us. Any town we go in.
Then we won't go to a town. We'll use the forest, Greenwood Glen, right here. We know every inch of it. We'll strike quick like hawks and then disappear into the brush.
I like this word, strike, Robin. It sounds good. Sounds good. But what does it mean?
It means we strike the sheriff in his pocketbook where it'll hurt him the most.
What?
Like thieves?
Oh, far from that, my friend. On the contrary, we're going to balance the books for him. We're going to distribute King John's wealth back to the poor people it came from.
Kind of roundabout, ain't it?
That's right. We're going to complete the circle. First, we must enlist. A handful can't do it. Anyone we can trust, bring them back here. We meet at this tree.
Ooh. They call it the Sherwood King.
Sherwood King it is. Are you with me?
Aye!
Then I christen the lot of you, men and women of Greenwood.
You may go. Whenever I hear someone tripping lightly, I just assume it's you.
My very favorite mother.
My least favorite son. What do you want?
What do I want? Is that a way to greet a king? What do I want?
What do you want?
A marvelous, delightful sense of humor you have, Mom. Dear Mom, why, you're really as bright and fresh as the flowers in your garden. How do you do it, especially at your age?
Weed.
I beg your pardon?
It's not so much a question of growing flowers as it is destroying weeds. The one negates the other.
I see. If I didn't know better, I'd swear we were talking about something other than gardening.
Nonsense, John. It's all just reading. Every now and then, you'll get one tough little bugger who refuses to come up.
Very well. I'll play. Whatever do you do then, Mother dear?
Only one thing to do. Dig it up quickly to prevent its spread.
I think the gardening lesson is over. How quickly I tire of games.
Oh, you think these to be games? I have cards up my sleeve I haven't even thought of using yet. You'd better quit while you're ahead.
I've allowed the barons yet another tax increase. I think they're beginning to like me more and more each day.
You can give them free cows and shine their pottery for them. And the loyalty they feel for me will only grow stronger. Something you don't understand, John.
No, I don't understand it. Lionheart's dead. You're about to be.
My, what sentiment? Don't count on it, John.
See here, Mother. What good can it possibly do you to resist my invasion of France?
Not me, John. This country. Another bloody war so you can fill your coffer? Over my deceased corpse.
Very well. Oh no, I'm not going to kill you, Mother. The barons would never forgive me.
My, what sentiment?
Yes. No, I have something much more terribly subdivided. Something in the nature of a deal.
already, Johnny.
Haven't I? What about the life of Marion Harper? She's your favorite lady in waiting. Some might even say a friend. Is she not? It seems she was involved in the murder of a royal forester while out hunting. Ah, that fiery temperament of hers. I wonder where she gets that. Of course, the Sheriff of Nottingham laughed at the idea that it was really her. I didn't have the heart to tell him that Marion's favorite hobby is hunting buck, and that she's given to lowly dress and buckskins. Convenient for hunting in the wood. Hardly what I'd call typical lady-in-waiting. Would you, my dear? Of course, he could still find out. I'll be calling a meeting of the barons in 2 weeks. If you start now, there should be more than enough time to send a series of messages. And what a good king am I, and wouldn't it be a lovely idea to invade France? That sort of thing. I'd start writing soon. Dear Mom, or all that reading starts to cramp your hands.
Don't tell me. Let me guess. Some more Mumsy. All right, just a touch if you have another bite of mine.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. What? Who's that spying on me? You come out of there at once.
Greetings, Friar. I meant no harm. Just thought the two of you might like some company.
Oh. Now see here, rascal. My jesting is nothing to jest about. How dare you make sport of me? And behind my back.
Well, it is a rather ample back, Father. Enough for two of you, I'd wager. And talking to yourself like that, well, I'd make it at least 4 of you.
Why, you brash scalawag, I'd say a lesson's in order for you.
All right, Friar, all right. Henceforth, I shall never laugh at your sport. They are nothing to joke about, it's true. In fact, I'd say they're even downright sad.
Yes.
Children weeping in the streets, women tearing their hair out.
Don't you forget it. You're sporting me again, aren't you, you scurrilous little...
All right, Friar, all right. I meant no harm. I've been bitter ever since I lost the use of my legs.
You're... I'm sorry, fellow, I didn't know.
Oh, that's all right. Don't take pity on me. I loathe pity, Father.
Yes, I'm sure you're used to it. What's your business here?
Alas, none, but to leave this terrifying wood as soon as possible, but... Oh, crawling thus, my progress is slow.
I can well imagine my worm-like friend. Perhaps I could be of service.
Oh, would you? I would be ever so grateful. Do you think that you could, dare I say it, carry me through the wood?
I'm sure it's little effort.
You're sure? I mean, all that food won't explode or anything.
No, the food won't explode. I'm well contained.
Well packed, yes. Like an entire winter storehouse for a family of 700. You are indeed.
Well, let's get on my back now, Straw.
An expanse, I perceive to be as wide as the great Ottoman Empire itself.
You do flatter me, sir. You do.
Oh, no, not at all. Your girth does no justice, sir. Nothing in the known world can I compare it to. Except maybe the known world. Why have we stopped, sir? We barely progressed. The woods are still thick around us, although how they seek to surround you is certainly one of the mysteries of nature. Oh, that didn't sound good. Surely I've winded you. No small task, judging from the amount of wind you could hold.
Perhaps you could hold yours till we reach the wood's edge.
Oh, I don't mind. Never at a loss for words, that's me. You know, the way you are with food.
Bless my soul, a gold sovereign.
Where?
Right here, you deaf little twerp.
Oh!
Ready for a trail to my woodland wit?
I'd rather give you one, my gluttonous friar. Not bad, your worship. Learn this in the monastery?
No, from carrying sinners like you, you little heathen scamp.
Spoken like a man of God!
More soul than you expected, eh, Ragamuffin?
The better the fall. All right, friar. All right. I don't want to hurt you anymore.
I don't want to hurt you anymore either. Something tells me I'm coming to the right place. Is this the camp of Robin Hood?
It's the camp. And I'm the man.
You're him? I should have known.
Welcome to Sherwood, friar.
Tuck's the name.
Tuck it away.
Well, I've come to join your merry band. If you have room for a man of cloth.
There's room for the cloth. I don't know about the man.
There's room enough for Galligantua. There's room enough for me.
No problem, Friar. We can always make the paths wider.
Easily. I'll just grab your ankles and use you as a plow.
You just try it. You lost. I know.
All right, lads. Show the good friar how we work. What have you got? Alan?
Our lord and lady were kind enough to part with some silver bracelets.
How thoughtful. Meg?
A wealthy merchant insisted we have his gold chain.
Oh, he shouldn't have. Arthur?
This little landlord was tiring of carrying this heavy bag of coins around.
You helped a stranger? Makes me proud to be your leader. Little John?
Couple of jeweled abbots asked if I'd care to make a contribution. I said, no. Would you?
Well said, well said.
Will?
It's worth a couple of sovereigns.
Much?
Little. Come on, Marge.
All right, he's trying. Carry on, Much. He'll bring something back sooner or later.
Later would be my guess.
Good Master Robin, if I steal from one of us, does that count? Robbing from the poor to give to the poor?
No? Yeah. Kind of defeats the purpose, lad, if you know what I mean.
Then I shall search elsewhere. The Orient, perhaps. To the land of Prester John.
Robin, the prioress of Kirklees.
Greetings, good cousin.
And to you, good cousin.
That's Robin's cousin.
Together.
How was your journey here?
Without incident, I'm happy to report. They tell me there are bandits in the woods. I'm inclined to disagree. At least, they've never bothered me.
Well, I am relieved to hear that, cousin. Meg, some food and wine for my cousin.
Oh, I can't stay for long, Robin. My duties are most time-consuming, especially in these trying times. Lately, I've had to cut back, even at a priority. And that pains me deeply. Helping the poor is all I have in the world. Why, if it weren't for you?
We do our best, cousin.
Yes, you always did. Even when we were children, and you remember how poor we were back then.
Like it was yesterday.
Now, well, I still feel torn away. Scraping to get by, avoiding the new taxes, playing political games with the bishop on one hand, the barons on the other. How I long for simpler times.
We all do. But it's never simple. No matter what we change, we always long for better, I suppose.
Well, I best be on my way. The people are waiting.
And they won't be disappointed. Alan?
Much thanks as always, Robin. I notice you have a holy man in your midst. Very pleased to see that. Good day.
Fare you well, cousin.
What does she do with the booty?
She buys ale and makes merry.
She distributes to the poor, part of what we take.
Aye, under the sheriff's very nose, too.
Stranger's coming, break camp!
All right, Hardies, don't leave a trace. Let's go.
Now, I'm not saying you murdered Royal Forrester, my dear. But the fact you were there can implicate you.
But you talk as if I know this Robin Hood or something. Really, we only met once. And that under the most unfavorable of circumstances. Why, I don't even like him. And believe me, you wouldn't either. He's brash, arrogant, rude, and unscrupulous.
Don't leave out the horns and tail.
He tried to make my acquaintance under the most absurd ruse.
He must have been desperate to meet you.
Desperate is the word. Ridiculous is even better.
You saw through it.
A side of beef could see through it. Although I'm quite sure the village maiden is absolutely thrilled by that sort of show.
Well, nonetheless, he's gaining quite a reputation for himself.
Perhaps. It's nothing to do with me.
I wish that were so. But the fact now stands that if I don't comply with King John's wishes, he will have you arrested and put to death.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I've put you in grave difficulty.
It wasn't your doing.
Please, let me take to hiding, to the woods even. I can survive. Don't let him hold my life over your head.
Marion,
It's the only way. Why, we're deep in Sherwood now. I'll stay here.
In the woods? Really, dear? Do you think that's absolutely safe?
Look, it's just me and Mother Nature. I'll hunt and fish. There's not a soul around for miles.
Good afternoon, good gentlewoman. We mean you no harm.
But since you're of class, just a cut above the rest, we'll have to leave you some possessions, as it were,
Spread it around.
so to speak.
If you please.
But don't worry, ladies. If you're lucky, you'll get poor. And then we'll give you all sorts of nice things.
Now, there's no reason for that, good lady. No reason at all. I give you my word. No harm will come to you.
You're not going to harm us.
Not at all.
Your word.
My word.
Good. Let's go.
Now, hold on for a second there.
What's the point? You're not going to harm us. You've given us your word. We might as well just go now. What's to stop us? What's keeping us here if not fear of harm?
Aaron's the smartest. Aaron, do something, will ya?
What can I do? He gave his word.
Now why did you go and do that, Little John? Give your word.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking. I'm not really gonna hurt him though, so don't think that for a minute.
Will you shut it up? Don't keep reassuring them. You're only gonna make it worse.
We're losing our credibility as outlaws.
How you people got by this long is beyond me.
Don't you start, Friar. I've had enough of you.
Well, someone better start. Now see here, ladies. Either you give us all your possessions, or we'll surround you in a big clump and you'll never leave the woods.
You do, and I'll hack my way through with 3 feet of well-tempered steel.
Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. We promised not to harm you.
Yes, you did, but I didn't.
Robin!
Robin!
Welcome to Sherwood, ladies.
There he is.
Why, it's you! How nice. I was hoping to see you again.
Your lucky day.
Same attitude. That's what I love about you. Men and women of Sherwood, may I present Marion Harper, lady-in-waiting to Her Majesty Queen Eleanor, and bless my soul, why this must be none other than Her Majesty Queen Eleanor herself.
Well, he seems perceptive enough.
Your Majesty, he doesn't believe you.
Well, who would? A queen wandering around out here? I hardly blame him.
What a wonderful spirit of fun you both have.
Come, you must join us, both of you.
Refreshments for everyone.
Thanks, but we'd really rather...
Let's stay. I'm interested to see the life of an outlaw. Tell me, do you really give your spoils to the poor?
All but what little we need for our own survival.
Mere pennies, I'm sure. How humble of you.
You could stand a little of that yourself, milady.
Look around. Where are the rings? The finer rings?
Hidden from our eyes, I'm sure.
Huh. You're stubborn. Would you like some wine?
No, thank you.
It's quite good.
Your Majesty, let's go.
You just don't give up, do you? I do love a woman who enjoys a good jest. What is it you really do? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Tinker's wife? Pastry baker? Embroiderer?
Court executioner.
What's the matter, Will?
Nothing. I've never seen her outside London before.
Who?
Queen Eleanor.
No, it's true, because I was in London and she was there. That is what the castle is.
Forgive us, Your Majesty. We didn't. We could not.
Off with their heads!
Sorry. Please rise. You outlaws. I never cared for that sudden attention everyone pays to the ground.
Our
humblest of pardons.
It's all right. You probably don't get many queens through these parts.
Well, actually about 4 a day. Plus quite a few kings.
Your Majesty, it is indeed an honor. Even though I am new to this merry band, allow me to show you about the camp.
Thank you. I would most enjoy seeing the operation of a bandit's lair.
Oh, for that, you'll probably want me.
She'd rather have me lamppost.
You just got here.
Yet I've learned so much.
Tell me, outlaw, does that bow serve a purpose, or is it just decoration?
It serves a purpose, my lady. Quite a few, in fact.
That would imply the user has some skill.
It does. It does. Are you familiar with this skill?
A sight more than you will ever be, squire. Unfortunately, I neglected to bring my bow.
Ah, miss. You're in luck there. We just happen to have some extras.
Very well, Master Hood. If only to put you in your place.
Madam, I accept with all my heart.
No, you don't. That'll be all I need. You fall, get yourself hurt or killed, and how would that look for me? Huh? I hadn't considered that, to be honest with you. I can't figure you. Chance of a lifetime for a good-for-nothing little serf like you, and you don't even realize it. If he'd have asked me, I'd have married him like that.
Go ahead. Be my guest. Take him away. Sweep him off his feet. You have my blessing.
Hilton, you may go. Your disposition does not seem to be improving. If it makes a difference, I've spoken to your parents, and they've given permission for us to wed.
No, they didn't.
Well, I don't need the permission anyway. I'm the sheriff.
Upholder of the law.
Well, what do you want me to do? Woo you?
Please don't do that. Please spare me a wooing.
Frankly, I wouldn't know how to.
Frankly, I'm not surprised. And I appreciate that, by the way.
My, but you do.
Let me go!
You do have a sharp tongue for a little ragamuffin whom I had the generosity of dragging up from the mire.
You have me deeper in it!
See? See what you made me do? Oh, this had better improve. That's all I have to say. When we're married, my dear, your attitude had better change. Or I really will have to visit your parents. And it won't be so much asking for your hand as it will be removing theirs. Hilton, take her.
The bishop, my lord.
Made in heaven.
There are more important things.
I know. Robin Hood struck again.
Robin Hood. All I hear is Robin Hood.
He's becoming more famous than King John.
Rob from the rich so he can give it to the poor. What kind of nonsense is that? Hasn't he heard of taxes? Doesn't he know I'm just going to take it away again? Oh, idiots. If this absurd recycling of funds continues, I might as well burn the books.
Sort of clever when you think about it. Amusing little serfs. Seems like they're always up to something.
Oh, I'm glad you could take this so lightly. Have you forgotten the taxes go to your church too?
Of course not. I never forget money. I just don't worry about it. That's the difference between you and me. You agonize and bang your head. How can you just stop pleasantry and good humor?
And in doing so, provide none of the assistance of the valuable allies most to me.
Here they go again, those horrid things.
Bishop!
Now, it just so happens that I have given the matter some thought. And if you calm down, I just might tell you about it.
Grace, with your brilliance.
Gladly. Now, it seems to me that if we deprive the dragon of its head, it will cease to breathe fire and smoke. Now, I have always said, to catch a thief, it takes a thief.
Have you?
And it just so happens, in my native Herefordshire, there lies a bold and murderous outlaw, great renown, of equal cunning and notoriety to this Robin Hood. He has done me many a favor in the past, for the right price.
And what might that be?
200 pounds should have been good.
200 pounds? It should do more than attract his interest. I would expect nothing less than Robin Hood's head on a pole.
I find this preoccupation with the human body disgusting, to say the least. I shan't be here for the delivery, I promise you.
Tell this friend we will pay him half now, and the other half upon completion of his task.
I'm sure he'll agree. You are straight. As feared by the people of my region, as Robin is loved by his. He wears the hide of a horse. He believes it gives him power.
He could wear daisies and a dust cap for all I care, as long as he gets the job done. What's his name?
Gisborne.
Good morning to you, Winterset. Good morning to you now. Kind sir, she cries, and may reply, I've lost my spotting cow. No longer weep, no longer mourn. Your cow's not lost, my dear. I saw her down in yonder grove.